Having the chance to represent your state on a national level is not an opportunity many people get to have.
No, that's right. It takes poise. It takes confidence, a whole lot of work, but our next guests will get that chance later this year as well.
We're so excited for them. Welcome the newly crowned Miss Nebraska USA, Sarah Rose Summers, and Miss Nebraska Teen USA, Michaela Edstrand.
Hey guys, congratulations.
You look fabulous. Not that we didn't expect you to look fabulous. You're both
Thank you
beautiful.
so much.
So we want to kind of start from the beginning. Can you both tell us, how did you get your start in pageants?
Oh, well, I started as a shy 13-year-old girl who was so anxious to even give a speech in front of a whole classroom. And now I can say that's probably one of my favorite activities. And I definitely attribute my confidence and growth to pageantry. I have blossomed since I was 13, and watching the Miss USA system empower women to be the change in the community and in the world that they want to see definitely inspired me to compete. And so that is why I compete.
Well, I didn't detect any shyness when you walked in here. So you must have grown out of that phase.
Yeah, definitely.
How about you, Sarah Rose?
Fairly similar. I was 10 years old and I had been a dancer, but I was really shy with people. Any stranger, no eye contact. I wouldn't accept a compliment from a stranger at the checkout at Target, that type of thing. And so I got a postcard in the mail inviting me to do this pageant, and I said, oh, I want to do that. And my parents, being Nebraskans, had never done anything like the sort, and so I just kept bringing it up. And as a 10-year-old who remembers something for 3 weeks and still wants to do it, we went ahead, and then I've been kind of doing it ever since. I took a break when I went to college. I'm 23, and so I'm back now and going to Miss USA, which has been my dream the whole time.
Well, that's exciting. A
So
friend of mine,
exciting.
Brandy Peterson, you may know, former colleague of mine, a good friend of
absolutely.
mine. You know, she talks about how great of an impact it was on her life. And there's a competition aspect of the other girls, but it is still a tight community, and there's a bond that you develop with a lot of the other girls, isn't there?
Yes,
For sure.
Great friendships are made. I'm sure one of my bridesmaids, we met when we were just 12. Her name is Tika, and she's from Wisconsin. Since then, we've taken family trips together, and we go support each other when the other competes, and we see each other at least yearly. So that's one example of a friendship.
I love that support system. Well, you guys sent us some links, some video, and some pictures, and we have to go over these crowning moments. First, and we have to start with you, because yours is just, well, you have a beautiful picture, but yours is just like fabulous. So tell us, Michaela, what was your crowning moment like?
Well, besides my face,
And here it is right here.
freaking out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there it is, the big moment. If I'm being honest, I never expected to see myself on the Miss Nebraska Teen USA stage, yet alone the Miss Teen USA stage.
Right.
And so I think definitely my moment was a giant shock to me, but it also just shows how hard and how passionate I worked for this. And it just honestly shows my true emotions to my reaction to being crowned, especially the facial emotions, I was just in complete shock. That's all I can say about it.
How excited you were. I mean, like you said, after all that hard work and training and practice, I mean, what a moment.
It really pays off.
And Sarah Rose, there was a picture of you. Do we have the crowning moment of Sarah Rose, or just the
I
picture?
think we do, but we wanted to show
We want to
this.
show the picture.
Oh,
Well,
yes,
here's
we
the
do,
crowning
yes.
moment. So here's you.
Sarah Rose Summers.
And you both were in red.
Both
My
in
favorite
red.
color. Love it.
Red
Great.
with blonde. She's from West Omaha, and I'm from Papillion originally.
Okay.
And so.
Great. And then we have a picture of
This is what I was talking about, the picture of you and your
is this your
That's your grandfather.
This is my grandfather. Hi, Grandpa. I know you're watching right now.
So cute.
He lives in an assisted living community back in Papillion right now in Bellevue. And my aunt also works there. And so she had this sign printed for his door. And word travels really fast when Grandpa knows about his granddaughter, proud Grandpa. Yes, that photo has the most likes of any social media post I've ever posted.
It is great.
It's adorable.
It
Yes,
really
he's
is.
fantastic.
Well, we're
call
running out of
bingo
time,
now.
but what are you guys doing to prepare for the national competition?
Well, besides kind of getting mentally prepared just to go in, you are going up against the 50 other amazing girls across the nation. So I think instead of going in with a mindset like, oh my gosh, like crowding your head with how many girls are actually going into this pageant, I think it's definitely just about getting to know yourself and definitely like going in and thinking, oh my gosh, I can do this. I am representing my home state and I'm going to do the best that I possibly can.
How about you, Sarah Rose?
Lots of eating right, lots of fitness.
that?
I teach Pilates, teach fitness classes, and that's one of my passions. So that's helpful that it's partially my job to train for this. And just different speaking engagements and really utilizing this title the most that I can.
And now they have not announced a competition date yet or exactly where it's going to be, but we definitely will let our
We'll update
viewers
you.
know, and we'll be watching.
thank
and
you
wish you
so
the
much.
best of
Good luck
luck.
to everything.
Yes.
It's going to be a wonderful year for you guys, no matter what
So
happens.
excited.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.